everybody, welcome to GearGossip. Well, some of you might remember that I have demoed the Tubemeister 5 by Yuxin Kettner, the smallest of the series. No sense in talking around. That's it. 3 channels, 4 times EL84, all tube, guitar amp. Ha, hooray. Actually, it's not that big as you might think from pictures. This is my hand. This is the handles I have already mentioned at the Tubemeister 5 review. This is about twice as big and still almost light enough to be carried single-handed. Still light enough to hold it up into the camera so I can give you a rundown of features. Believe me, there's quite a lot. On, off, power, standby, blah blah blah. This is where your signal goes in. Then you have a dedicated gain and volume for clean. As you can see, there's a switch for clean. 3-band EQ for clean. Crunch and lead side by side. Gain and master. And an EQ for crunch and lead simultaneously. As you've seen, there's no toggle switches. There's buttons, and they light up when the channel is selected. Buttons instead of switches. More on this later. Backside. Here we have power in for the power cord. Right below this is the fuse. The fuse. Oh, breathtaking. Well, I have amps that you have to take apart completely just to change the fuse, which is a bummer live on stage. Speaker, anything, 8 to 16 ohms, and the power soak. This is 18, 5, 1 watt and nothing. You have 4 tubes. First switch, 18 means you're cutting 2, 18 watts left. And then these get boiled down with dummy loads. Down to 5, down to 1, and then to 0. Silent recording here. Then you have this TSC thingy here. That's basically something that indicates what's going on with your tubes. I'm not a technician, so I can't comment on this any further. The infamous Yuxin Kettner red box out. And then, a reverb on the backside with a little button, the same type that you find on the front. FX loop, also with a switch. And foot switches in and MIDI in, also with a button. Maybe they should have called it Switch King, not Tubemeister. So what do you have here? 3 channels, reverb, digital reverb by the way, power soak with 4 different levels of output. Silent recording also enabled with the red box. You can hook up switches, regular guitar type switches for changing channel, clean, crunch lead, and switching on reverb and the effects loop. And then you have a MIDI in. And the MIDI in does even more. Switching all this stuff like channels and blah blah blah, and also the power soak. That means anything that you can dial in here and here, set it the way you want it. Power soak, the master, the gain, the blah blah blah, MIDI learn, program change, done. So you can have a clean setting with the usage of the full power amp and a crunch setting with 5 watts of out. Everything is switchable. Let's just see if it delivers what it promises. So here we are, fired up and glowing brightly blue. As you can see by this piercingly blue LED behind that button, we're in clean mode. Everything flat. This is in between on the Stratocaster. Well, this is very clean. Typical Yuxin Kettner sound to me. Very hi-fi. That's the basic sound. Neck. The EQ in here is a little bit interactive, so the more you turn up the treble, the more you lose bass and mid. Sharang. That type of sounds. The other way, you're gaining bass. Thicker sound. Very thick. Very nice. Now down with the mids and up with the bass. Bridge single coil. Oh! This is already rock and roll country. This is the clean channel. Now we're gonna turn up the gain, and with turning up the gain you're gaining saturation and bass. The more you turn up, the thicker the sound. Mids back in, less treble, well, more or less flat. Quite a lot of bass, flat frequency response, but still a lot of definition to the bass strings. The neck. Clean channel, turn up master. Turn down gain. No, I prefer this. More master, less gain. If you now turn down treble, up mids, bridge humbucker, clean channel, huh? Crunch, huh? Orange, everything flat. Middle position. Again, this very dense sound, broad frequency range, not too much upper mids aggression. This is already rock and roll country, as I have already mentioned, but still dynamic enough to get to finger picking. Need some help here. Treble up. Less bass. A little bit more master. This is more to my taste. Twang. And back to more gain, more mids. Bridge humbucker. Well, crunch channel, huh? Turn up the master to almost full. Bridge single coil. I like full mids, no treble, no bass. Crunch channel. Very versatile, and now for everything set to flat. Lead channel. This is where friendly stops. But this is the bridge single coil. This is the neck. Bridge. Hamburger. Still very dense, still a lot of bass. Treble. Bass. Gain. Single coil. The other way. So much for the channels. Back to clean for a minute and the reverb. Whoa, okay, this is hot. This is the internal digital reverb, halfway up. Even more, fully open. Some sort of spring-like quality, this rah 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 into it. It's a little bit too long for my taste, but you might think completely different. especially for the clean sounds. What I do like is that it never gets overdriven by the crunch or master section here. So you always have a good reverb no matter what you do. So much for me playing the Tubemeister 36. What's the end of it? I do like this amp, especially with single coils. Not so much with humbucker sounds, but that's just me. From very, very, very clean to extreme amounts of high gain, anything. It's a good amp for a touring musician. Why? It's very light, very portable. It is completely foot switchable, including the built-in reverb, the loop, and the power soak. So you have your fully open, clean sound with no distortion at all, and a boiled down, saturated power amp section lead sound, all on tap with a MIDI foot switch. As soon as they hit the shelves, I think they haven't done yet, feel free to check out with whatever guitar you prefer. So this was just my mindless noodling and my opinion. For more information, including the manual, check ukesandkettner.com, and yeah, please stay tuned. See you.